Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance. This is a T-34-85, it's a Tier 6 Soviet Premium Medium. It's located on the north spawn of mines and it's under the command of Town Terrier of FILO. Okay, well the Soviets built the T-34-85 to cope with the Tigers. It's got an 85mm gun capable of 180 alpha. And it can do 144mm of armour with the standard AP. With the APCI it will do 194. It's also got more armour than the standard T-34-85, the M version. It's got enhanced frontal armour and enhanced turret armour, but, well, because it's a medium, it's fairly slow and sluggish to get to the hill, and looks like one of the enemy tanks, the M5A1 Stuart, got there before us, and he's now inside, but looks to me like Town is waiting to see what happens to the enemy. Oh, a budgie's turned up. Puts a nice round into his turret, pulls back to avoid return fire. And he gets another round in. And he get both of those were high rolls as well. The air rail thought about going in, but then obviously decided to pull back because he saw the budgie. Bounced one round from the budgie. Can he get another one in? Oh, that was the Birch gun. The budgie's down. He got the kill. It's a very sluggish medium at sometimes, the T-34-85. Now, unlike other T-34-85s like the Rudy, this has a 5-man crew, which means you also got a radio operator as well as a loader. And that means it's a very good crew trainer. You should get extra XP for it being premium. Of course, the Rudy's a premium as well, but it's only got a 4-man crew and the dog is not translatable into any of the other vehicles, so it's worth using the T-34-85M as your crew trainer instead of the other premiums. Nice shots. VK is just totally ignoring what's going on. Well, he's finally turned to face Town, but Town's now got to deal with this Stug, and he does deal with it. The Stug 3B with the derp gun. And you can now use the wreck as cover. Puts a nice round into the side of the BDR, who's totally oblivious to the fact that Town's here. And Town's just going to strip all of his health away. One more shot to kill. Yep. Bad decision by the BDR. Now, where's that VK go? Oh, there he is. Well, that's what's left of him anyway. Oh, now that's an SAU-40 French tank destroyer. He bounced the round that came in from it, though. It's the other rounds that hit him were from an SU-76, I think. And he's received rounds in the tracks, but he shrugged them off. No actual damage from those guys, but he has taken some damage. That's from those shots when he was trying to get into the hill. And the enemy Arty, the Birch gun, still trying to hit him after getting that first successful shot. So he's got half his health left. But he's got that lovely 85mm gun, which is the top gun on the standard T-34-85. And it does enable you to get really good shots on the enemy. It's fairly accurate as well. Nice one into the Stug. The Stug suddenly realises he's in trouble. Pulls back, takes another round, but the M10 is looking at us now, so he's had to pull back. Pops up though, he will get shot at, so yeah, the M10's still trying to get him. He needs to pull back from there. If he stayed there, he would take a lot of damage. He's got a steel wall from that shot there from the M10, which was blocked. He's trying to use the bush mechanic. We know the P2640's down there still, as well as the Stug, but he can't see them. Oh, there's the M10. Okay, can only see the top of the turret of the M10. Is he behind the rock? I think he's behind the rock. That's why we can't see him. Oh, an SU-76 has suddenly come into sight. Where is that SU-76? There's the P26. The Stug was there briefly. The SU-76 is down to his left. Oh, he's well spotted. Pull back, otherwise you are going to get shot at. The M10's still there. In fact, he's looking to get a shot to the P2640. No, that one hit the rock. The reload time is fairly good, actually. It's just 4 seconds. comparable with some other mediums. Good shots into the Firefly. He's gone. There's only 3 enemies left now. That Su-76, the Stug, and the Arty. The M10's gone. There's the Su-76. Oh, he's hiding behind the houses. We can't see the Birch. It is the Birch gun. No, you're not going to get shots through that building. It's indestructible. The Stug, though, is the other one you've got to get. So if you're going to get more damage, you're going to have to move up. The Birch gun's in hiding. Yes, he's behind the houses. He might get some spotting if the... I think it's actually the M10 RBFM who's spotting him at the moment. So you're going to have to come down from the hill if you want to get some more damage. Because these guys are just going to stay in cover. Yep, there goes the Birch gun. The M10 got him. The Budgie's about to find the Stug. So, yep. You might get a couple of shots in if you're lucky. If the Stug pulls back from the Budgie. No, I think the only other way of getting shots into that Stug is to go down there and do it personally. And the Su-76 is gone, and there goes the Stug. And that's the end of the game. Not a bad amount of damage, 2.7k showing, but was that the exact amount that he managed to get in the end? Let's have a look at the end of battle stats. Well, it was an ace tanker for Town Terrier in the T-34-85M. He managed to get a fire for effect for doing more damage than the hit points to his own vehicle, a master gunner for getting 5 armor penetrating shots in a row with that 85mm gun. Yes, that's very easy. He also managed to get a hand of gold for surviving the battle, having received damage from 4 different enemies, a bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits. He got 8 in this one. And he picked up a couple of battle hero medals as well. He got the high caliber for dealing the most damage in the game and a steel wall for blocking the most damage in the game. And his win rate from that battle was 8,207, which is super unicum standard and quite a bit more. Let's have a look at team score. 2,704 hit points of damage. Only 3 players managed to get over 1,000 hit points of damage. That was Town with the top amount. The Firefly with 1,234 and the Su-76 managed 1,011. He was very busy and he picked up a tank sniper because most of the damage he was doing was at long range. When it came to kills, it was Town again, but he shared it this time with the Su-5 on his team. Both got 3 kills each. 2 kills for the Panzercepstwaffe 4C, the Death Toaster. And the M10 RBFM on his team also managed 2 kills. No one on the enemy team managed to get more than 1 kill, but a number of them did get at least 1 kill. And, well, look at that. Stug 3B with the derp gun got no damage, no kills. Oh dear. Yes, I think he doesn't realise he's a TD. You're supposed to sit at the back and snipe at the enemy, not to try and bulldoze your way in with the derp gun. Because usually if you try that, you come a cropper. You're much better off sniping from a distance and taking huge amounts of hit points when you do. Okay, when it came to base XP, yes, he's got the top in all 3 columns. 1,399 went to Town, 609 went to the M10 RVFM, and 541 went to the Budgie. He was the only player to get over 1,000 base, and he did it very well because he did so much damage on the enemy. He fired 26 rounds, got 18 direct hits and 16 penetrations, damage of 2,704 hit points, of which 333 were at more than 300 meters. He received 11 hits from the enemy, only 3 of which actually penetrated, 8 non-penetrations. The armor on the T-34-85M is increased over the amount you would see on the T-34-85, and that's also slightly better than you'd see on the standard T-34. It the extra armor does make it very flexible tank because you can dive in on the enemy as a wolf pack and if you can and tear them to shreds. I remember when the T-34-85M first came out, and I think it was part of a marathon that we all got it, but I seem to recall we were holding wolf packs back then. We were literally descending as a wolf pack, a platoon of 3 T-34s working together, and just about any tank we came across, even higher tier tanks, were literally being shredded in seconds. He also got 2 hits by way of splash damage from the enemy Arty, 715 hit points of damage blocked by the armor, 7 enemy vehicles spotted, 8 enemy vehicles damaged and 3 killed, and 1,035 hit points of damage assistance or spotting assist. On a premium account, he earned 74,516 credits, and after repair, ammunition, resupply and consumables took away 47,907 credits. He received 2,098 XP, got ×2 for the first victory, 4,198 for completing the mission and events, and 630 for this being a premium vehicle. As I said during the battle, it's a very good crew trainer because it's got 5 crew members rather than the standard 4 in the Rudy, and that makes it very flexible because you can train up the radio operators as well as loaders. And total of 9,025 experience points altogether, so you can see it generates a lot of XP as well. If you do a lot of damage, you get a lot of credits, and you also pick up a lot of XP, and that can train crews a lot faster. I rather like the T-34-85. It's flexible, it's fast, it's got a great gun for penetrating the enemy, and it's a fun tank, especially if you do it as a platoon of 3 T-34-85s. If you enjoyed that replay, please give this video a like and do subscribe to our channel, and thanks for watching.